Hi, it's Kathy from Bishopstone Yarns, and I'd like to welcome everybody here for this November kind of wrap up. This is a crafting podcast, and if you're new here, welcome. I hope you stick around, have a little listen to what I've been up to in November. And if you're a returning viewer, hi, it's great to see you again. And I hope you enjoy listening to what I've been up to in November. I am coming to you from Tasmania, which is the little island to the south of Australia. And at the moment you find me in the corner of my studio. So it is the very end of November at the moment. And that's why I thought I'd better jump on and do a little video before December rolls around and we head into the whole Christmas kind of lead up, which in itself is something totally different, isn't it? I always like to do some Christmas kind of themed things in December. And so at least if I do this little roundup now, I can move on and start thinking about what I'm going to be doing for my December Christmassy kind of roundup crafty stuff, hopefully. Well, I guess the first thing to say is that November has gone past really quickly because I have been away for November. So I have been away for a month. We went over to the mainland and travelled around in our van. So we have a little, just like a little A-van that kind of pops up into a little triangle. And so we had great fun. We travelled around New South Wales and Victoria, and for those people who might be a little bit more interested in finding out about where I went to, what I saw, what I kind of did, I have got lots of photos up on either, you can find there's a few photos on Bishopstone on Instagram, of some of the craft shops that I found and went to, and then there is a really big roundup on Bishopstone Yarns blog, which is on Blogger. So I guess if you just type in Bishopstone Yarns Blogger, I think it used to be called Blogspot back in the day or something. Now it's called Blogger. Anyway, you can find that, and there is a really big write-up. I've got lots of photos, and you can, see where I've been, what we saw, and some of those amazing craft shops that I found along the way, which is mainly what today is going to be about. I'm going to just show you some of the things that I bought. So even though I was away for a whole month, I was really good, and I didn't buy a lot of craft stuff. I did see some great craft shops, but I was really good in terms of what I bought. Even though it's easier when you're traveling in a car and a van, that you can, in terms of weight limit, there isn't quite such a weight limit as if you were going on a plane. I still thought I would be good and not really buy much. I was kind of hoping, I was actually really looking at a lot more of the fabrics while I was away, hoping that I might find something that was a bit different, something that I couldn't find down here. I did come across places where I found fabric that I had already got. I came across one shop that had this lovely fabric in there and a few other sheep and kind of working dog kind of patterns as well, but no, I didn't get them. I had a little look at the Christmas fabrics as well, because I was interested in getting something a little bit different, a little bit interesting, some Christmas fabric, but I didn't get that either. I did get some when I came home, so I'll show you at the end, towards the end of the video, I'll show you what I got since I've been back. So we've only been back a couple of days, but I have already got and found a little bit of Christmas material. So I'll show you that at the end. Okay, I think we'll just jump into it and I'll start. So I'm going to be turning around and bobbing down to pick up some things. I hope that that's okay with you all. So the first place that we stopped was, actually it was the first actual stop that we made was in Bendigo at the Bendigo Woolen Mills. So by the time we got off the boat, so we had to catch a ferry from Tasmania to the mainland, and the ferry is basically 12 hours. I think it's around about 12 hours. We took a night, kind of like a night sailing, so that was okay. We took our dog with us, so we had to put the dog into a kennel on the boat, and then we had a bed for the night, so we just slept for the night, and then got off the boat, drove to Bendigo. First stop, Bendigo Woolen Mill, which I had heard lots and lots about because so many people have been there and talked about the back room where they have all their specials. Bendigo Woolen Mills, I have bought over the years quite a few different shades of the Bendigo wool and made jumpers and vests. I think I even did a K Facette kind of vest for my husband years ago out of Bendigo Woolen Mills wool. Yeah, so I was really looking forward to going there. I was looking for mainly some undyed sock yarn. I thought I could buy some on a cone, bring it home, and then dye it once I got home, but they didn't have any cones. Anything cheaper than I could get actually here, which was really disappointing. They had some nice mixes, but I think they're like $19 for a skein, and I kind of thought I can actually get that cheaper here. So I think that had a silk mix in it, and I wasn't really, I mean, even though the silk's really nice, I didn't feel that I needed to pay that amount of money for sock wool with silk in it. But I did buy something, so I'll just pop down here and get it. I actually bought two things. So I did buy, now these were on special, so this is a wool and acrylic multi-mix coloured slither, and it's hand washable. Now this was priced at $34. Yeah, $34. I have to put my glasses up to have a look. But it was half price, so I got this big huge bump of this. I'm just looking to see, this is 850 grams. You can probably see it there, but I really like that colorway. I kind of thought hopefully when I spin it up it'll be quite similar, because I thought that would make a really lovely jumper. White with some lovely green little flecks in it would be, yeah, I would really, really like that. And the other one that I got is, this one is 994 grams. And this was $39.75, marked down, was half price when I got it. This is the other one, so I thought that one would look really nice as well. That would look really lovely as a jumper. So if you can kind of, it's kind of pretty close to the colour of it there that it's showing you. It's got some blue flecks in there, it's a tiny bit of yellow, and kind of like a reddy orangey kind of colour. But yeah, I thought they would be lovely to spin up and to knit into a jumper. I was a bit disappointed. I thought I was going to be kind of like mad crazy, and this being my first kind of crafty stop on my trip, I thought I would be buying lots and lots and lots. But I didn't. There wasn't a great deal there. That I didn't have any projects in mind. So I guess if I had gone to the back room at the mill and had jumper projects in mind, I could have gone and bought some wool for those projects. But because I didn't have anything in mind, there wasn't anything that really jumped out to me. There was a lot of the thicker, bulkier yarns that were on special there, but I don't usually knit or make anything with those. I usually like around about a 5-ply, maybe an 8-ply, but 5-ply or an 8-ply is my go-to kind of yarn, and there wasn't a great deal on the 5-plies. I don't think a lot of people use 5-ply much anymore, but anyway, I was happy with this little haul. now I need to find somewhere as well to stash these away and store these until I start spinning them. This might be a project for 2026, I think. I don't think I'll be starting these this year. Because as I said, December is usually my Christmas themed kind of crafting time. So anyway, really liked those. Just pop those back down, sorry. Ugh. Right, so that was my first lot, and it might look like a lot, but really from here, I was going to say it's all downhill, but I don't mean it quite like that. I mean, I did not buy a lot more, but I will try and do it in order. So I'll just swivel round and grab this. So if I do this, hopefully I'll get this in the right order. But the next place I went to was, I found a fantastic patchwork shop in Cowra. And if you're interested, like I said, you can go on to Bishop Stone Yarns blog on Blogger, and you'll see some photos inside this shop. And this shop was absolutely amazing. So Cowra is a little country town, and like the lady in the shop was saying, they because it's a country shop, a regional shop, they have a bit of everything to cater for all the people, all the regional areas around that come into Cowra. And oh, there was so much I could have bought in there, and that's where I actually came across some of this material. And I was looking for some Halloween material, but there wasn't. She had a little bit there, but nothing that really kind of jumped out to me. I kind of really like that kind of primitive, is that they call them, the primitive designs, you know, for the Halloween-y kind of stuff, but there wasn't anything there. But I did come away with this pattern. So what are we, $21 for this? I thought that was okay. This actually has how many sizes? I'm just trying to 1, 2. There's an extra small, medium, large, and extra large size, and it's called Clam Up Zippered Pouch. But I just thought I love them because I love the concept of having the small one, even though the lady in the shop did say recommend not starting with the smaller one because it's a little bit fiddly. But all those different sizes, I thought for $21 that looked pretty good. The only thing I'll need to get is some foam for the fabric, for the lining of the, I was just trying to have a look here and see. She was talking about getting a double-sided iron-on foam. So I actually haven't used foam at all when I've been making things before. I've used batting and lining and things like that. But so it'll be interesting to have a go at making these and using the foam, and also doing the zippers, which I mean, zippers aren't that difficult. It's just that I haven't done a lot. I haven't used a lot of zippers or made things with a lot of zippers, so it's kind of a little bit new to me in a way. But yeah, I was really happy with that, and I like the fact that it was nice and thin, easy to travel, not too heavy. So that was Cowra, and I must admit, after I had been in there, and the lovely thing about the Cowra shop was there was a dedicated seat outside for husbands. It said, I think it was for patient husbands. So there was a good spot for husbands to sit outside while their wives were inside. Okay, next stop was I think this is right. Was in I think it was a shop called Hooked on Craft in Lakes Entrance, which was now in on the coast in New South Wales, I came across a shop that also had a whole heap of fabrics, but also had some wool, had also lots of notions and bits and pieces. The lady in the shop said it used to be a wool shop, and so they also inherited a lot of, I think, some of the bits and pieces that came with the previous shop. And one of the things I found in there when I got was this. So this was $5, and these are the little press study press studs. I don't know what to call them. What are they called? Plastic fasteners. Little plastic fasteners, which would be really great because I haven't got it here, but to make a little pouch that the DPNs go in. And I thought, well, this would be really great. And I had been looking for these for a while, but since I came across them, I thought I will buy them. The other thing I got was, these were $3 and $3.50, were just some little clasps, little metal clasps to go on bags. So when I make even like the clam up or other bags, then I could add these to them, because it's always good to have somewhere to hang my let's say, like here I have my row counter, and it's good to have somewhere to be able to attach these kind of bits and pieces to. I also have on here, I've got some markers for row markers and things like that. And so I got a square one. This was, of course, the rectangular one and the square one. I was actually looking for a round one, but they didn't have any round ones. And these were the only two colours as well that she had. So that was that. So there was a big gap between Cowra and Lakes Entrance where I didn't buy anything at all. The next thing I bought, it's kind of craft. It is craft related, but it's like textile related. But we went to Sale, as in SALE, Sale, and I went and had a look at the art gallery there, and they had their 60th anniversary of the gallery, and also because there were a lot of the galleries had featured local artists, and I did not realize, I don't know why I didn't realize, but one of my favorite textile artists actually lives in Sale, and that is Anna Mika Mean. And for those of you who haven't come across her before, she is I don't even know how to describe her. She is an absolutely fantastic naturalist, botanist, textile creator. She does not just create pictures and images of animals and flowers and plants, but they are so scientific and so accurate that she was admitted to what's it called, the Botanical Artists Society, because she uses a microscope. She looks at things really closely, looks at colors, looks at structures, everything is just it's just so realistic, so beautiful, and her work is just amazing. Now, I had only ever seen photos and videos of her work previously, and so of course to see a whole gallery there with her work in it, wow. I was speechless. I was absolutely speechless, and I was so happy to actually see her work. They had her finished items. They had some display cabinets where it showed her process, starting from her sketches and paintings and different colored threads and materials, and just her kind of like process of working through things. So I bought some cards of her work. I mean, look at that. I mean, I love frogs anyway, but this is just amazing. Her work is just, it is amazing. I mean, there was also a book there of her life's work, which I had thought about buying, but I don't know. I didn't end up getting it, but oops, here we go. So this is called Fantail Rhapsody. Oh, I should probably tell you what this one's called. This one is Whirlpool Frog. Yeah. So Fantail Rhapsody. Look at the work in this. It's just amazing. She is such an amazing artist. This is Thornbills. Look at them. They're just beautiful. And this one is Mythical Moth. Look at this. So these are like 3D textile works that are, and you know, there's also she uses paint in there as well. Of course I got a bookmark of that. This is the Owlet Nightjar, and I got a little pin as well. Oh, I was just, and I still am, in awe of her work. It was just, oh my gosh, I was just so happy to see everything there. It was just, everything was wonderful. Yeah, it just was brilliant. Brilliant. Right. Kind of move on from that level of excitement. Okay, so the next thing that I did was I did go into quite a few op shops looking for bits and pieces, and I'm just thinking maybe this was in sale as well. I think this might have been in sale. So for $4 I found some embroidery threads, and for $3 I found, I haven't even opened these yet, a bit hard to show you, but these I'm hoping what they look like is a whole heap of little instruments and stuff to use for making dolls and teddy bears, for like when you're stuffing or when you're turning the material, you know, the pieces inside out, small pieces. So I haven't even opened those, but that was $3, so I thought that was pretty good. I was kind of hoping, I mean, I did go into one op shop in a very small rural town in New South Wales that had, oh, I've never seen an op shop with so much stuff in it. It was just jam-packed. And it must have had something like 100, and I'm not kidding, there were just box after box after box of doll patterns, soft doll patterns. So they were more like I guess fairies and mythical kind of fairy type dolls, I guess, but there were so many of them. It's almost as if like someone had a shop or something and had all these patterns and then they were selling them, but there were just so many of them. They were all very similar, but just not really there wasn't anything there that I was like, oh yeah, I really want to make that. Because after having made this gorgeous little boy here, I was kind of quite keen about making some more soft toys. And even though I went through all these patterns, and there were a lot of them, I didn't find anything. And I was hoping in some of the other op shops that I might have found some patterns for something, or even some embroidery patterns, like hand embroidered kind of that I didn't. I didn't find anything along that line at all. Even again, I was looking for kits as well at some of the craft shops that I went to, because I thought, well, a kit is always something really nice to get and to bring back to work on, but I didn't really find any kits that I was kind of mad crazy about. So that was it, really. That was the extent of my holiday haul, and I think I did really well. I mean, I did not go over the top. I have not added. I did buy quite a number of books. Quite a number. Well, I mean, it's probably, I don't know, a few books anyway, from op shops while I was away. But that's totally different. They're not craft. They are books. They're not craft. And yeah, I must admit, I have even been thinking about, I'm going to start up a little blog about books, because that is one of my other really big loves, is reading and books. And I have very eclectic interest in books. So I thought I might just start a separate YouTube channel called Books on Bishopstone. Oh, Books at Bishopstone, I think I might call it. Yeah, Books at Bishopstone. So that I can show you that I can show people the books that I got, and I found that by starting this channel, it has really helped me. I don't know, I suppose keep track of my craft and what I've been doing, and encourage me to kind of work my way through some of those projects that have been sitting around waiting for a while. And so I thought maybe that might be a good way, because to get through some of these books, because I think 2026 is going to be a mainly reading year. Of course, I'm going to be crafting as well, but I think it's going to be a pretty solid, good reading year, because I need to make a bit of a dent in these books that I've got. Not to mention all the other books that I've got upstairs and around the place as well. But yes, more about that on the other Books at Bishopstone. I'm going to move on from that now, and I will show you what I have bought since I've been back. Yes, I did say I've only been back a couple of days, but I have already bought something. So one of the things I was looking for while I was away was some Christmas fabric. Sorry, I'm just looking for the little card that I picked up from the shop. There was some Christmas fabric that I had seen, I think on Instagram, where someone had made Quilt As You Go hexes and joined them together to make a Christmas table runner. And I really, really liked the look of it. What it was their designs were big enough that you could actually cut out the hexes and have a design in the middle of each hexie. And that's what I was looking for. I was looking for some Christmas material that had big enough pictures or motifs on it that I could cut out a hexie and join them together. Couldn't find any at all. With all those lovely craft shops I went to on the mainland, I couldn't find any. I could find lots of Christmas themed material, small patterns, nothing that really grabbed me. I could have done something with small pictures, small designs, but I was actually really looking for this. So what I ended up doing was, of course, going back and trying to find that post that I found, original post that had given me the idea. And then, of course, it was Tilda fabric. So Tilda Christmas fabric. So then I started Googling, looking for the Tilda Christmas fabric. But of course, most places are now sold out of the Christmas fabric. As one of the ladies here in Hobart said to me, the one from Threads in Hobart, she was saying that most people, of course, have bought their Christmas material months ago. But she did suggest that I went to a little shop in Richmond, which is not that far away from where I live, called, oh, I have to take my glasses off, Fleur Cottage. I'll just show you. So this is it here, Fleur Cottage. Now this is an absolutely gorgeous craft shop in the very historic town of Richmond. I love going to Richmond anyway. I mean, I guess if you have follow my Instagram or Facebook or my blog on Bishopstone Yarns, then you probably will have seen photos of Richmond. So this shop is in a lovely, gorgeous little old building, old house. She has lots and lots of wool, like Morrison and Son. She has some hand spun. She has lots and lots of lovely fabric, lots of Tilda fabric. And this was the very last bit of the Tilda Christmas fabric that I could find. So she so nicely put it away for me. So I raced over there the next day to pick it up. Have to open it up now. I haven't even opened it yet. So this is the fabric. Sorry about all the noise and the scratching. So can you see it? Oh, needs a good iron. Oh my gosh, it needs a really good iron. But so if you can see, let me open it up a bit more. So you can see how those the pictures there are big enough that I could quite easily turn those into the center of some hexies. I was even thinking, like Santa, I could cut Santa out and make him into a little ornament to hang on the Christmas tree. But this material, oh, it's just so gorgeous. Look at it. It'll look so much nicer once I have ironed it. But yes. So that is that one. And there were two other, sorry, I'm just popping everything down over here. There were two more Christmassy materials that I got. Just small pieces of these ones. I was just looking to see. Yeah, so this is a Tilda as well. It's called Merry Little something. It's been cut off. Merry Little, probably Merry Little Christmas, I would think. Don't know. Merry Little something. So these two as well have motifs that maybe I can be able to cut those out and use those as well. But I thought these were absolutely gorgeous as well. So, I mean, I could make a table runner out of these two and then use this one for more like ornaments and stuff. I don't know, but this one is gorgeous as well. Tilda material is just, it is beautiful. Have I got this upside down? Yes, Tilda material is absolutely gorgeous. Will I get this? I don't think I'll get both of these done for this Christmas, but I thought these would be a really good project, hand sewing project to do in December. And yes, so I'm just going to put it back there. Whoop, I'm losing my my material at the back. So that's everything that I got on my trip, and since I got back from my trip. The other thing I'm going to show you is, while I was away, I have been knitting. So I did work on, oh, excuse me, I'm going to have to turn my back on you. Oh, get my soft blockers. So I took away some sock knitting to do, and this first one is the Lorna's Lace. For those people who've been watching before, you'll see I got this from the D-Stash just recently. And I have finished these, but I just haven't, I've sewn in the ends, but I haven't cut the ends off yet. So if you see any threads hanging off, that's what it is. So this is the Lorna's Lace in, just looking to see, in colour 702 Fresh Stripes. So this is sock number 1 that I had finished, and then helps if I turn it around the right way. And here is the second sock. So just to show that I have finished 2. So I think it's I was expecting it more to be more striped, as in like actually striped. I mean, it is striped, but you know what I mean. I mean, like I guess you can see it a little bit better down here. It is kind of, it's, the stripes have come out quite nicely. Yeah, I like them. I'm quite happy with those. So yes, so that was the Lorna's laces. I'm not sure if whether Lorna's Laces is still around at all. The other one I have started and nearly finished. Just so I did start the second one, which is Fiber Lily, and this is Lily's Almond Blossom, which is a swish sock, and this is 100 grams, 400 meters, 80% extra fine Australian merino SW and 15% nylon. So this is the ball as it's caked up, and what am I going to say? I really liked this when it was in the skein. I think I was expecting it to be come out slightly differently in the sock. Quite like the colours. I just thought the actual yeah, I guess I wasn't quite sure how the colours were going to come out in the sock, but this is probably not quite how I thought they were going to eventuate. I mean, it really doesn't, I mean, like, I still wear them and I still like them, but I kind of so I've got kind of like, as you can see, the front of the leg is kind of mainly blue, the top of the foot is mainly this orangey color. This is going to, yeah, it's kind of, I mean, I quite like how it shows up. Hold on, I'll show you on my hand. It might be a little bit easier. You can kind of imagine my hand as the foot. So let me just, hold on, turn it around this way. So if you can kind of imagine, this is the front of my foot, and here is the, well, my leg. So the front of my leg will be blue, and the top of my foot will be mainly like a little bit of blue, and the yellowy kind of color underneath my foot will be mainly blue, and of course the back of my leg will be mainly this color. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I mean, I guess it's going to be in a shoe from here, so you don't really see your foot very much. It'll just be the top bit that I see, and I really like the blue much more than the yellow, so I'm happy that the blue is here at the front. I don't know, what do you think? I mean, I guess I was expecting a little bit more pooling, or maybe a little bit more blue, yellow, blue, yellow. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. I mean, maybe if it had been knitted up into something else, it would be totally different. I mean, the heel, see, I quite like how the heel looks, how you've got the colours in together. I like that. If the whole sock had been a little bit more, say, like this or like this, that would have been interesting, rather than a definite kind of blue, yellow kind of, I don't know. What do you think? Let me know below what you think. And the interesting thing will be how the second sock turns out, because the second sock may not be blue here, it might be yellow here, or it might be, because it depends on where I start, it might be a little bit more like this at the front, or I don't know, because it all depends on where you start, whereabouts in the colour repeat I start, as to how it's going to look. So anyway, that's interesting. Not what I was expecting. Not sure what I think of it yet. I'll wait till I do the second one and put them on my feet before I guess I make a decision. Yep. Okay. Well, that is what I have been working on while I was away. I did take away with me a cross stitch as well, because I thought, of course, I'd have time to do that. I didn't even look at my cross stitch. Didn't even get it out or anything. And the interesting thing is that now, because it's coming into December, I'm not going to work on that the cross stitch that I took away. I'm going to choose a Christmas cross stitch. I'm going to make a really quick video about that later, and because I'm still trying to decide between two different Christmas cross stitches, which one I'm going to start. I might put up a few videos during December for a bit of a vlogmas, and I usually put on my Instagram the cross stitch work that I'm doing during December. And if I end up doing some of my hand stitching for that Christmas table runner, I will put that up as well. That's it. I'm going to finish here. I'm going to put in a little bit of footage of my roses from the garden at the end of this, because one thing I did notice when we were away, we came back, there's been so much rain here that the garden has just taken off. It is, oh my gosh, the garden has taken off a lot, and the roses are looking fantastic. It does mean that I have been out in the garden doing a lot of gardening since I got home. So I feel like a little tired as well, because I think I was a little bit tired from getting back from my holiday. I don't know why, I didn't really do anything, but you know, you always seem a bit tired when you come back from a holiday. And now I'm a little bit extra tired because I have been trying to catch up with the weeds and stuff in the garden. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you're still with me and you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the video, it'd be great if you give me a thumbs up and a like or whatever, and maybe just pop a little rose emoji in the comments at the bottom. That would be really lovely. Just a little rose to let me know that you've still made it to the end. And yeah, I suppose I should go off and do a quick video now about these books that I have bought for Books at Bishopstone. Yes. Okay. I'll see you all next time. Bye, and thanks for joining me.